What if I told you that the moment you stop being able to stand up from a chair easily, may be the moment your independence quietly begins to slip away? Most people over 70 worry about falling, needing a walker, or relying on family for everyday tasks. But what many don't realize is that these problems often start long before a fall ever happens. They begin with something much smaller: legs that gradually lose strength, balance, and confidence. As a health educator who has spent years studying healthy aging and mobility, I've seen one simple pattern again and again. The seniors who stay independent the longest are not always the ones who walk the most. They are the ones who maintain the strength to rise, move, and steady themselves every day. Today, I want to show you a simple chair exercise that may help protect exactly that. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell, so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Chair Power Stand, the Independence Builder. If I could recommend only one exercise for adults over 70, this would be near the top of the list. It may not look impressive. In fact, many people overlook it because it seems too simple. But the truth is that the ability to stand up from a chair safely and confidently is one of the strongest indicators of functional independence as we age. Think about how many times you stand up each day. You rise from your favorite chair to answer the door. You get up from the dining table after a meal. You stand up from the toilet, the bed, or the car. Every one of these actions requires strength, coordination, balance, and confidence. When those abilities begin to decline, everyday life becomes more challenging. To perform the chair power stand, sit near the front edge of a sturdy chair. Place both feet flat on the floor about shoulder width apart. Keep your chest lifted and your shoulders relaxed. Lean slightly forward from your hips and press firmly through your heels as you slowly rise to a standing position. Pause for a moment at the top. Then lower yourself back down with control until you gently touch the chair. If you need support, place your hands on your thighs or use the armrests. There is absolutely no shame in modifying the movement. The goal is to build strength safely and consistently. Start with 5 repetitions. As your strength improves, work toward 8, 10, or even 15 repetitions. Focus on smooth, controlled movement rather than speed. This exercise strengthens the quadriceps, glutes, hips, core, and lower back. These are the same muscle groups that help you walk confidently, climb stairs, recover your balance, and remain independent. One of the most encouraging things about this movement is how quickly many seniors notice improvements. After a few weeks of consistent practice, standing up often feels easier. Daily activities may require less effort. Confidence starts to return. Remember, independence is not protected by age. It is protected by function. And every time you perform a chair power stand, you are investing in your ability to continue living life on your own terms. 2. Seated knee. Lift and hold, the foot clearing exercise. One of the most common reasons older adults trip and fall is surprisingly simple. They stop lifting their feet high enough while walking. As muscles weaken and movement becomes less efficient, many seniors begin to shuffle without realizing it. The feet stay closer to the ground, making it easier to catch a rug's edge, a curb, or an uneven surface. That is why the seated knee lift and hold is such a valuable exercise. This movement targets the hip flexors, lower abdominal muscles, and deep core stabilizers. These muscles play a critical role in lifting your legs when you walk, climb stairs, step into a vehicle, or navigate obstacles around your home. Begin by sitting tall in a sturdy chair. Place both feet flat on the floor. Relax your shoulders and keep your eyes looking forward. If necessary, lightly hold the sides of the chair for support. Slowly lift your right knee a few inches off the floor. Hold the position for about 2 seconds. Then lower the foot back down with complete control. Repeat the movement with your left knee. Perform 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. As you lift, avoid leaning backward or swinging your body. The goal is not height. The goal is muscle control. Even lifting your foot 1 inch off the floor can be beneficial when done correctly. Many older adults are surprised by how challenging this movement feels. That is because these muscles are often neglected during everyday activities. Yet they are essential for safe and efficient movement. As strength improves, you may extend the hold to 3 seconds or perform an additional set. Small progressions can lead to meaningful improvements over time. This exercise also trains the brain-body connection. Your nervous system learns to activate the muscles responsible for lifting your legs more effectively. That improved communication can translate into smoother walking patterns and better balance. For seniors who describe their legs as heavy, sluggish, or difficult to lift, this exercise can be particularly helpful. It teaches the body to move with intention again. The ability to clear your foot from the ground may seem small, but it can make a tremendous difference in preventing falls and maintaining confidence during everyday activities. 3. Chair march and squeeze. The brain-to-leg connection exercise. Many people assume that weak legs are the biggest problem after age 70. In reality, the issue is often deeper than simple strength. The communication between the brain and the muscles can become less efficient over time. As a result, the legs may react more slowly when balance is challenged or when a quick step is needed. That is where the chair march and squeeze can be incredibly effective. This exercise helps reconnect the brain with the muscles responsible for walking, balance, posture, and movement control. It may look simple, but it trains several important systems at once. Sit near the front half of a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Keep your chest lifted and your shoulders relaxed. Place your hands lightly on your thighs or on the sides of the chair. Slowly lift your right knee a few inches off the floor. Before lowering it, gently squeeze the muscles in your thigh and hip for about 1 second. Then lower your foot with control. Repeat the same movement with the left leg. Continue alternating sides in a slow, marching pattern. Begin with 30 seconds of movement. Rest for 20 seconds and repeat another round if you feel comfortable. The key is not speed. In fact, moving too quickly reduces many of the benefits. Instead, focus on deliberate, purposeful motion. Imagine teaching your legs how to respond efficiently again. This exercise improves circulation after prolonged sitting, activates the hip flexors, strengthens the core, and reinforces healthy movement patterns. It is especially useful before going for a walk, after watching television, or before standing up from a chair. One reason I like this exercise for older adults is that it combines strength, coordination, and awareness in a very safe environment. You remain seated while challenging important muscles involved in walking and balance. Over time, many seniors report that their legs feel more responsive and less sluggish. Walking may feel smoother. Getting up from a chair may require less effort. Everyday movement can begin to feel more natural again. The deeper lesson is this: better walking starts long before your feet touch the sidewalk. It begins by training your body to lift, control, and coordinate movement with purpose. And that is exactly what the chair march and squeeze helps you do. The next 5 years start with the choices you make today. As we come to the end of this discussion, I want to leave you with one important thought. Growing older is not something any of us can stop. The body changes. Muscles naturally lose strength. Balance becomes more fragile. Recovery takes longer. These are realities of aging, not personal failures. What matters most is not whether these changes occur, but how we respond to them. Many of the health challenges that affect independence later in life do not appear overnight. They often build quietly over months and years. A little less strength, a little less balance, a little more hesitation when standing up, a little more fear of falling. Individually, these changes may seem small. Together, they can gradually reshape daily life. The encouraging news is that the body continues to adapt, even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Every time you choose to move, strengthen your muscles, improve your posture, or practice balance, you are sending your body a powerful message. I still need this function. I still need this freedom. The truth is that the next 1 to 5 years of your health may be influenced more by your daily habits than by your age alone. If you remain inactive and ignore the warning signs, weakness and instability often continue to accumulate. But if you begin making small, consistent changes today, those same years can look very different. Perhaps the most important lesson is this: independence is rarely lost in a single moment. It is usually protected or surrendered through the choices we make every day. So start where you are. Take one small step. Practice one exercise. Build one healthy habit. Because the goal is not simply to live longer. The goal is to remain strong enough, capable enough, and confident enough to keep living life on your own terms for as many years as possible. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.